Hello, welcome back to my channel. So usually this is my first video of the year, but I have been super behind in videos and I put up my TV show recap of 2024. So technically this is my second video of the year, but we're gonna pretend it's my first. But hello! This is probably the video each year that I make the most for myself. I really just, it's a time for me to yap and reflect on my year and what I'm looking for in the next year. But I also hope that if you're watching this, you're able to be inspired and hopefully relate on some level. Yeah, I really just want to go over 2024 and what my vision board is and what my goals are as we go into 2025. And I'm making this video so late because number one, I've just been super busy with, you know, adjusting to an office job and not having a college break. I'm just not as quick when it comes to making and editing videos. But I have also kind of been waiting because I wanted to make sure that I was fully aware of everything I wanted to say and all of the goals that I had. I've really been pondering them. Today has been great. I'm about to go watch the Golden Globes. We are getting like 9 inches of snow right now. It was a great little day with my roommates. Very chill and comforting day. Very grateful to be in the warmth and the safety. I just made some Little Women inspired paper stars as decorations because I was feeling crafty, and yeah, it has been a weekend of like catching up on tasks and resting and refreshing myself for the new year, which I really appreciate. But this is my vision board for 2025. I'm running out of magazines. I need to get on a magazine subscription this year because all of my magazines have pretty much been sifted through and stuff has been cut out. So one of my goals is to get new magazines so I have more to fill up my vision board with. But this is my 2025 vision board, and I'll get a little bit more into my 2025 vision board here shortly. But first I wanted to go and look back at my 2024, which my 2024 vision board I think is one of my most favorite ones I've ever made. I'm just like obsessed with it. I was so sad because I was like, oh, I just love it so much, I didn't want to change it. But I really believe in the power of vision boards. I think like obviously just surrounding yourself with positive imagery and positive notes and things just really helps your mindset. Yeah, I think that it's nice to have inspiring imagery that makes you feel good, and I think that it just helps you have a better mindset. So this was my 2024 vision board. Miss her already. Sometimes I just have like fun little positive photos that I like on there, like this piece of art I thought was really cool, and then I also thought this was a cool design. But then some of the things are actually very intentional. So I talked about more in depth why I chose what I did in my video last year. But to show you the power of vision boards, a lot of this stuff kind of came true in one way or another, which is crazy. So I have an Oscar, and I have actor, and I have Marilyn Monroe, and I have movie really big. These things kind of came true this year in some way, which is really cool, and I'm very excited. I have a dancer on here, which I had no idea back when I made this that I was going to want to restart ballet, but I did. I restarted ballet after 5 years, which is crazy. I traveled. I went to a lot of places this year, which I'm very grateful for, or last year, 2024. Almost moved to New York for work. I was super close, and then it just didn't work out, but I almost got a job there. Found really good tight-knit friendships this year. Mastermind. I saw Taylor Swift. Mastermind in my own life. Future was a big thing this year because I obviously graduated college, so I knew that was going to be a big thing, and I put that on there. But yeah, it makes me excited that imagery like this works, so had to share. I think it's important to think about all of the things that you accomplished in 2024, and the biggest thing that I accomplished is probably the biggest life change ever. I would argue that it's more of a life change than the high school to college transition is, but maybe it's also just because I just did it, so it's most recent in my mind. But like, I graduated college this year, and I got a job, and I'm like living like an adult now, and it's crazy. And yeah, my word of the year in 2024 was trust, because when I went into 2024, I really didn't know what was going on in my life. I was like, am I gonna have a job when I graduate? I don't know. There was a lot of pressure from a lot of different places, and I was like, you know, I have to trust God. I have to trust that things are going to work out for me, and I'm so grateful that they have. I am in a really good position as I enter 2025, and I don't have everything figured out because I'm literally 22 years old, almost 23, but I'm getting there. And I think having trust as my word of the year was just really suitable for 2024, and I think I knew that because of the place that I was in entering the year. But yeah, I graduated college, got a job this year, moved into a house. I have wonderful roommates, started ballet, got to sing 22 while being 22 with Taylor Swift, which may seem like a stupid accomplishment, but tell that to 10-year-old me. She'd be dying. Got to do the thing I love most in the world, like, a bunch of times, which was so wonderful. My favorite thing ever. Got to go to concerts. 2024 was the first full year where I did not live at home, ever. Like, I've obviously stayed a couple nights at my house, but like, it's the first like full year where my breaks have not been spent at home, which is crazy. Like, that dawned on me, and I was like, oh my god, that is so sad and so also fulfilling at the same time. Because spring break, I was on vacation, and then I started my job 4 days after graduation, and so I stayed in my college apartment until we moved. And then Christmas break, I only had like, what, I think 3 days that I was at home, and then I was home again for like one night on New Year's. So first full year where I haven't lived at home, which is crazy. There's probably so many more things I want to say about 2024 that I'm forgetting, but overall it was a very life-changing year, and I feel like people use that statement really loosely, but I fully mean it. It has been the most world-shifting year I think that I've ever had, just because the transition from college to like real adulthood is so drastic, and how can that not be a life-changing year, whether it's in a positive or a negative way, you know? Like, it is just something shifts within you. So go watch my year in review if you want to see more, if you want to see pics and vids. But that was my 2024, and now we are officially in 2025, and I want to share and talk about my vision board and some of my goals and my big resolutions for the year. I'm also a big resolutions person, and I'm not just a resolutions person in January. I take my resolutions really seriously. I like check in once a month. I'm like, I have to do this. I didn't meet my reading goal this year, and I was really devastated with myself. Didn't even come close. So reading is a big one for 2025 because I just did not do as well as I expected. So here's my 2025 vision board. It's in the same frame every year. She's a little disheveled, but we're gonna keep her together. So this is like the last of my magazine clippings that I like, so there's only a couple left and not enough to fill a whole other vision board because I've been using the same magazines for like 4 years, but here we are. So we're working with what we got. This is just a background that I already had that I needed to fill. So first I will talk about my 2025 word of the year, and I always think really hard about what I want my word of the year to be, and I think my word of the year this year is slow, because I have been so freaking go, go, go my whole life. Like, I don't know how I functioned for so much of my life. I really don't. And I was like, you know, this year I'm tired. Like, I want to have a full, like, next week, I don't really have any plans. And it is so nice to not have a full schedule. And I want to prioritize that. I want to prioritize sleep. I want to prioritize, like, not being a people pleaser. I think that's a big reason why my life doesn't feel slow, is because I want to hang out with people and I want to have a good time with them, and I want them to feel fulfilled as well. And so I will, like, you know, not get sleep for 4 nights in a row because my schedule is so packed, and I need to stop doing that to myself. So slow is my word of the year, slow in every aspect. I'm really trying to get that About Time mindset, if you know what I'm talking about, from the movie About Time. It's always my first movie of the year. Like, literally going through life and being so aware of how wonderful it is, but also slowing down and realizing that, like, no, this is happening, and I need to give myself a second. So slow is my word of the year, and I really try to kind of channel that a lot into my vision board. So yes, we have this design, which I already had somewhere, and I was like, I need to fill space. Then we have the quote, frame of mind, down here, because I think frame of mind in general is really important. but putting it on my 2025 vision board was important because if I want to keep that slow mindset, I have to be in the frame of mind for it, you know? Then I have this really aesthetic picture, I think it was from Architecture Digest, of like a dinner table, and I just want to have more like dinner get-togethers. I just love those. And yeah, I want my life to be slow, but if I'm gonna fill it up, I want to fill it up with things that I love, and I feel like dinner parties with friends are so fun. So I want to have more dinner parties, and I have the best roomies ever, so we throw killer dinner parties. Lucy and Ricky, because they're iconic, and I always have something with the arts and actors on here, so Lucy and Ricky represent that. And then I also have film, and then I of course have the queen herself, Rita Moreno. In one of my magazines they had like a feature on her, and I saw this picture, and first of all, I mean, what's not to love? She is so talented and so incredible, but I thought she represented, you know, acting and theater and movies really well as like the love of dance that I have not rediscovered, because I've always had a love of dance and I did it for so much of my life that it's never going to escape me, but like now getting to do it as an adult, and kind of I'm looking forward to, you know, just discovering that more in 2025. So I thought she represented dance and acting really well. Then I have the Empire State Building because New York will never not be on my vision board. It is just my vision for life. So then I have New Era. I thought this was really fitting because this is my first year of like full adulthood. I'm about to be 23, which like in 10 days, 10 days from now actually, which don't remind me. I literally hate, I love birthdays, but I hate birthdays. On the topics of getting older, I also have nostalgia right now. I just thought this was a cool font. I don't know what the article was for this, I can't remember, but I thought it was a cool font. And if my whole life isn't, and my whole life is just thinking, is being nostalgic all the time, I think I have chronic nostalgia. And yeah, I also think in the mindset of being slow, I do think nostalgia can be toxic sometimes, especially in my own brain, but I also think it can help me be really or not be really, but be better at just like slowing down and appreciating things more. Yeah, I don't know, so I put that on there. Then I have living the dream because that is such a mantra. 2020 thrive. And then I have new written on here because my goal is to try 23 new things for my 23 years of life. I turned 23 here in a couple days, like I said, so I will be videoing that and putting it on the channel, of course. But yeah, I'm excited to do that. And then I also have the word slow, which is my word of the year, this yellow butterfly, which I thought was really pretty and positive looking. And then I also have, and the Oscar goes to, because obviously I want to win an Oscar. Yeah, so this is my 2025 vision board. And then let me talk about some of my resolutions. So some of them are like resolutions that I have every year, and some of them are like actual concrete things that I need and want to accomplish this year. So the first one is to read 40 books in 2 plays, which is the exact same goal that I had for 2024, because in 2023 I think I read like over 35 books in maybe 1 play, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to read, you know, I'll make it 40, that'll be easy. Apparently not. I think I read under 10, so 40 books in 2 plays. Another big one for me is to stop overthinking. I overthink everything, and it is, my brain can't handle it anymore. So I think that's just something that happens as you get older. You just like stop doing it as much. And sometimes overthinking is a good thing, but sometimes in my case it's really detrimental and I need to stop doing it. Another big goal conceptually that I always have is to trust God and his plan. I want to drink more water and form better workout habits. I am the worst drinker of water that you've ever met, and I need to do better. I want to do 23 new things that I've never done before. I want to stretch every day. I want to try to meditate and pray in some way every night. This one has appeared on my resolutions list a couple times, and I will say I'm pretty good at it, but I do need to just be a little better, and it is to minimize my wardrobe and have like better, I guess, staple pieces, because I just have a lot of random like things, but none of them go together. So this past weekend I have like 2 bags of things to take to the thrift store, which I'm very excited about. I'll take those to Goodwill. But I am so sentimental that I am really bad at minimizing my life, particularly in my closet. I can minimize my life pretty much every other way, but not my closet and not my holiday things. I just can't do it, so I need to be better. I want to host more dinners with friends, like I said. I want to have better diet habits, especially since I'm on a strict gluten-free diet. I just need to be better about getting more nutrients into my diet. And that'll hopefully help with clear skin, of course. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers on here. That was my goal last year and I didn't meet it, so help me. I want to journal more. I journal a lot, but every year it's a goal because I could always journal more, and it's so healthy. It's so healthy to journal. I want to have more self-care nights, which is really going to be helpful if I have slow as my mantra for the year. I want to travel and get outdoors more. I work a job that is like very much outdoor focused, so I'm like constantly getting content of just people being so content in the mountains and things, and I'm like, that has to be me. So I want to travel and do more trips that are based on like being outdoor. And then one of my big goals this year, what also sort of factors in to the 23 new things, is to learn Italian. I tried to learn Italian like after graduation last year and I just could not keep up with it, but it is my goal this year to learn Italian. I'm gonna do it. And then the last resolution on my list is to start building a collection of quality jewelry. Yeah, I just want, like, my earrings, they're all, you know, I've accumulated them since high school, and they're just earrings that I bought when I would go on mall trips and things, so I just want to have a better stash of quality jewelry and really start building that up and spending my money on things that will last. So that is my 2025 video and my reflection on 2024. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to see where 2025 takes us. Cannot believe I'm about to be 23. That's actually insane. But 2024 was a wonderful year, and if it wasn't for you, I hope that you find some joy somewhere in 2025, because you deserve it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!